William Branham was born in a humble little log cabin in the year of 1909. Gordon Lindsay describes his unusual and supernatural childhood, how the pillar of fire came into young Branham's room in his book, A Man Sent from God. With his poor family, Branham lived a simple life in the hills of Kentucky, hunting, fishing, and trapping to help support the poor siblings. He came from a non-religious background, though his parents were Catholic. When he was 7 years old, Branham saw a vision of 16 men falling off the Clark Memorial Bridge during its construction. These men died when a section of the bridge collapsed. Branham's father, Charles, died when Branham was still in school. He died of a heart attack in young William's arms. In 1933, Branham led 500 souls to Christ, baptizing them in the Ohio River. Newspapers from Jeffersonville to Canada ran an article describing how a light shone from the heavens down on Branham as he was baptizing them, and how a voice spoke from the heavens. That same year, the tabernacle was built and dedicated, just as described in the stone inset on the side of the building. During the construction of this building, Branham placed 7 visions that he had received from the Lord into the cornerstone, handwritten on a piece of paper. Branham was a Baptist minister at the time. His wife, Hope, and her family were against the Pentecostal movement. Because of hindering his seeking out the Pentecostal call, God smote Branham's wife, Hope, and his daughter, Sharon Rose, to death in the 1937 flood. Both Hope and Sharon Rose died almost instantly from the sickness that they received as punishment by God. A close friend of the family, Juanita, stood by her bedside as Hope was dying. Branham was a conservation officer at the time. He later became a game warden. He had to work because he was very poor. Branham was commissioned by God to heal the sick when an angel met him in 1946. The angel was clean-shaven with an olive complexion and dark hair, looking just like Hoffman's head of Christ. Branham prophesied directly from God regarding some of the people healed in his ministry with "Thus saith the Lord." Never once did these prophecies fail. Some challenged his ability to heal, writing fake diseases on their prayer cards. When they did, God smote them to the ground in paralysis. Others tried to hypnotize Branham, to make him look foolish in front of the people. But God's hand of protection was over Branham and his ministry. Even the King of England was healed by the powerful minister. Light, light, light. His ministry was very similar to that of Elijah. Elijah of the Old Testament hated women, condemned them for their wearing makeup and their cutting of hair. He was bald, just like Elijah in the Old Testament, because his barber spilled carbolic acid on his head. He never said that he was a prophet. The people called him one. The pillar of fire hovered over Branham during a meeting in the Houston Coliseum, and Branham had his photograph taken with the pillar of fire. George J. Lacey confirmed this photograph to be supernatural. Lacey was the head of the FBI. The photograph was immediately sent to Washington, D.C. to hang in the Hall of Religious Art as the first supernatural photograph ever taken. Branham was given the revelation of the 7 seals in the mountains of Arizona. As he stood and watched, 7 angels ascended into the heavens, leaving a mysterious cloud in the skies. This cloud appeared as he was hunting javelina in the mountains of Arizona. Branham was hunting on Sunset Mountain. This cloud was higher than any cloud that has ever formed. Branham lived a very ascetic lifestyle, avoiding worldly pleasures such as television and movies. When Branham spoke with "Thus saith the Lord," his words never failed. Branham is one of the very few men in the movement that did not accumulate great amounts of wealth. Branham died when a drunk driver hit his car. The body was held from the grave from December to Easter because Branham's wife, Nita, was hospitalized and in serious condition.